Welcome to the SEL In Action Podcast. I'm your host, Jorge Valenzuela, and this is episode 1. So with all that's happened in the past school year, what should we as teachers be thinking about right now that we're home for the summer vacation? Dana, you and I had a discussion recently, and we talked about being trauma-informed and healing in that regard. What would you recommend?
Well, I think just that recharging piece is essential. As we record this, the 4th of July weekend is coming up. I think if educators are taking that opportunity to travel with family, that can be a healing process, right? Just getting away, experiencing something new, right? Recharging as we go into next school year, whenever that may start for educators, I think that'll give us the capacity to take on anything that might come up in the next school year. So just make sure you're taking that time to get away and just experiencing something new.
Yeah, Dana, and I really want to lean on you for a moment. I know you've researched on this topic. In order for healing to take place, does the person have to intentionally try to heal, or can it just be an organic part of the process?
I definitely think it can be an organic part of the process. I think a lot of the time you do need to set those intentions, right? If it's going to be for self-care, for meditation, or for exercise, right? But if you aren't invested in it, it's not going to happen. So it does need to happen organically, but with the thought process behind it as well.
And if educators had the power, what would you change about education to help us begin the upcoming new school year with the best emotional health possible, not just for our teaching, but for living our best life?
Well, I'm just thinking back to when I was teaching in the classroom, and I would often use some of my planning time to go for a walk around the building, right? Just have that downtime, leave the building a couple times a week to get a lunch out. There's so many teachers that just spend the whole day in the building. They use up their planning time, calling parents, writing emails to parents. Sometimes they use up their lunch for that. Sometimes their planning time is spent in department or grade level PLC and IEP meetings. So I think it's up to the leadership of the school also to show how important it is to take that downtime, right? When the school leaders model self-care, it's easier for staff to follow suit.